on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. That one good for 24 yards. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, Wilson. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Here we go. Alert.
Wilson will throw again. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely. Letting 1st downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
Let's go.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Hey, 25. Hey, take them. Rush in.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And all this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the 2nd straight play. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Michael Strahan with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 18-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down now. It's Miller, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Quiet, 90. Mike 54. I don't think you got it, son. Touch 50, touch 50. Still got it, 4 down, 4 down.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. They'll need to convert a 3rd and 7, though, to start things out.
Friday. Switch gears. 25, check 25, check 25. Tighten up. Go. Tighten up.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Man open left side is Brown. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Here we go. Right there, 54, right there. 54, Mike. You're trapped.
Now it's Wilson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Good. Motion. Mike, no pass.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the heat. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Wilson to throw. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Michael Strahan, his second sack of the night. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now Ryan. And now he's going to go down in the end zone. Down goes Matt Ryan, and that's a safety. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems, and this qualifies as a big problem.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Now this window is running back out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 6, and just like that, it's third down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. Well, we just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. It's complete to Brown, right side. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On third down, Wilson. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Man, that's trash. That's trash.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. This will be caught by Brown. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Let's go, D.
Throwing again here, Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 15. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Cook. Demario Davis there on the stop.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
57's Mike.
Here's Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. On for the extra point, Giorgio Tavecchio. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Back to the air, Ryan after the pick 6. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Michael Strahan. Make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now a run with Cook. They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a 3rd and long situation forthcoming. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Hey, let's go. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. 57. 57. Yeah.
Here's Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Michael Strahan. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. Here's Bryan Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he'll go down at the 28. That one, a first down pickup of 8. A first down carry now for Miller. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the 24, Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
This is taken at the 3. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They keep it with Miller on first down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On second down, it's Miller. 12 yards there and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early. What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Darius Leonard in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Lamar Miller. And he'll be taken down shy of the 25 that he needed. He'll be a yard or two short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
11 yards. It's now 4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Switch! Like that. Show it.
And they'll run for it with Miller. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
The Texans, first down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. From the shotgun, Wilson gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson throwing the out route and complete. That's Brown. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. They've already gone for it and made it once on this opening drive. They're going to try it again on 4th down. They'll run. It's Miller. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Miller. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 11-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 2nd down now. It's Miller, and he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
What? 380. Right there, 54 Mike. Quit talking about 19. Watch that creep. Watch that. 36 power. Safety creeping. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check.
10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Tavecchio puts this one through, and it's now 3-0 Texans. Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
First and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
280. 57. 21. Check. Ready to go.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
At the 5-yard line.
51. Sub. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Back. 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 He's checking. He's checking. He's checking. Crash. Crash. Shit.
Now Ryan down around the goal line. Wide open, Julian Edelman. And they work this out past the 25. A gain there of 21 yards.
Hey, Tuesday.
First down, here's the run with Cook. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Hey, Alpha. Check. Lucky. Out.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 44-yard line.
That's another Cowboys first and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Check.
They'll run on first down. Cook. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Mike 57. Hey, watch the screen. Wait. Mike 57.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Cooper was the target there. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. 3rd and long. It's Wilson going up top. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Houston. Marquise Brown as the first half is winding down. And the Texans push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Tavecchio good on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Hey, 59, ready.
Hey, orbit.
To throw again. Ryan. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Now it's Ryan. And caught left side, Olsen. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
57.
Now Ryan. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 39. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Ryan will throw again. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
57.
Hey, nice 7.
Get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. 50.
Gun.
To throw again is Ryan. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
51. Hey, Charlie.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Hey, South.
To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
25. Gun. Good job.
To throw on 3rd down, Ryan. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Check.
They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. Throw left side complete. That's Hope. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
I think they might have surprised him there, partner, because you try and guard the first down line first and foremost to stop them there. And they just went ahead and bypassed that in a big way and took a big shot downfield.
And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
57. I got you, boy. Get out.
They run it again with Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Julian Edelman there to make the grab. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards on the play. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big
pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power football.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
They start the drive with Cook, and they got him behind the goal line. Cook goes down for a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big pickup of 38. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, it's Miller. The all-pro safety Eric Berry in on the stop.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for... a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And an alley to run. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dalvin Cook, 70 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10 back. Melvin Ingram in there to take him down in the clock. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Holt. Now the ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys.